Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Happy Monday, Lila. Welcome to another episode of LILA Vision. This episode is going to be a little bit more relaxed and chill. This episode is going to have a wilderness diaries in it and a new fun segment at the end that is going to get all of our viewers in on the LILA Vision fun.
Whew, that is a long way down. Oh, hi Lila. Remember a couple weeks ago when I made that video about the Cuban tree frog? That was the first part of a two segment that features the invasive species that live in Florida. For the first episode, I showed a Cuban tree frog. On this episode, I'll be filming two species of lizard that aren't actually native to the state of Florida. Sometimes, things just don't belong in certain areas, like Jar Jar Binks in Star Wars, or pineapple in pizza. In this case, it's an animal that doesn't belong in a certain environment. One of them has a really beautiful chin, and the other one is actually able to use electricity to climb on glass, like this. Enjoy the episode.
Wilderness Diaries will be right back after this short commercial break.
Are you looking for a fun team to join when the summer weather comes? Well, I think Golf Club is a great option for you. You should check it out.
I've got two cool lizards to show you guys. This is the first one I just caught a couple minutes ago. Okay, so this is called a brown anole. And brown anoles are actually an invasive species here in Florida, just like the Cuban tree frog. And they are originally from the Caribbean islands, and they were brought here unknowingly, probably stowed away on some ships coming in from islands such as Cuba or the Bahamas. They are actually, although they look like geckos, they're actually similar more to iguanas. The easiest way to tell is that most geckos can't do this. They can't blink. But what makes anoles really cool, especially brown and green ones, is that they have what's called a dewlap. And this is thing right here. You can kind of see it stretches out a little bit. Now this one's not really as big, as you can see, because this one's a female. The males have a really big one. And they use that, or well, males will flash that back and forth to establish territory and also to look sexy for females. What's also really cool about them is that they will actually, if their tails break off, they will regenerate entirely. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let her go, and I'll show you guys the other one. Oop, here she goes. Okay, this is a common house gecko, and I'm really, really excited about this because I've never seen one of these before. And I just caught him last night. What's really cool about geckos is that they're unlike any other species of lizard in the world. So what's really cool is that one, like I said before, they don't have eyelids, so they actually have to lick their eyeballs to keep them moist. Also, as I've accidentally done, when I pulled him out, he dropped his tail. And as you can see, it's still moving. And this was an accident. Their tails do break off, but what's great is that it will grow back in a couple of weeks. So that's his really good defense, is that will snap off. Predator gets a meal and he gets away. They are, like I said, an invasive species. They're originally from Southeast Asia, and they were brought over here not only to Florida, but all across the world. You can find them in Australia, Africa, South America, all over the Caribbean. You can find them everywhere. Now, unlike the tree frog that I showed you guys that have like those really sticky pads to climb up walls, they don't have sticky pads. These guys have something that is so unique among animals that it's remarkable. So their feet, or their fingers, have these tiny little hairs that are microscopic, and what happens is they actually use magnetism to actually grip onto concrete or glass or anything, and what happens is the hairs, or the atoms inside the hairs and the wall will actually partner up together, so it'll go zzz, and they will actually stick on. It's really, really cool. Alright, so those were some of the invasive species that live here in Florida, and I will see you guys for our next video.
So some of you already know this because you're already following us, and thanks for that. But for the rest of you, we created a LILA Vision Instagram. So this is going to be a fun place for us to post behind the scenes footage and cool stories that won't be able to be in the episodes. So give us a follow over there so you don't miss anything. Another fun thing we're going to start doing on LILA Vision is LILA Vision advisory competitions. These are going to be weekly competitions amongst every single advisory. doing different challenges that are going to be featured in that week's LILA Vision episode. This week's challenge is the mannequin challenge. So this was a trend a couple years ago, and we're going to bring it back for LILA Vision. I want every advisory to do a very unique mannequin challenge that no other advisory could do. And on Thursday, we'll submit them, and then Friday, we'll grade them, and then on Monday, you'll see who won.